especially for those watching the replay. Just getting set up here. Happy Aries new moon. Sometimes I still doubt myself, but at least now I get connected here. And I am quite emotional. That's why you can't get close at all. So I start to push away the ones that love me, cause I'm scared that they might walk away. I'm not perfect, so I try every day and I grow a little bit. Read a little more so I can educate my kids. From my soul and cleanse my spirit. Pray cause I'm ready for the dream with the city. Okay. Hopefully the music isn't too loud on here. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. As y'all come in, say hey. Let me know how the music is going. Well, this message is gonna be really, I would say, I don't want to say like it's gonna pack a punch. It's gonna be beneficial. Like this next chapter, we have to be mindful of that. So it's just like we're gonna tap in and see where you may be heading. I'm thinking about doing covering like one card for career, finances, love. That's what I'm getting. The new moon is on a Venus day, Friday. So it's just like Venus has to do with money and career, relationships of all kinds. So I feel like we're gonna go on that vibe. I did do a pre-shuffle, and it was I found the romance angels. I was looking around for something else. I had made some index cards so that way we can, fire signs. We're gonna start with the fire signs. Hopefully I can read that. Y'all know I write in cursive. If not, y'all can't read it. At least I can. And when I do the timestamps. Looking at that. Let me know in the chat. Hey y'all coming in. Let me know how the sound is. Let me know if y'all can hear me. We're gonna get into this reading of Happy Aries new moon. Alright, it's gonna be what's your next chapter? It starts now, what it's gonna look like. Alright, we did the pre-shuffle, and the pre-shuffle was free yourself. Free yourself. It says it's time to take back control of your life. And we're going to cover that. We're going to tap into what this new chapter is going to be for your career, for your finances, for love. All right. You may have felt like you were just going around and around. This is like breaking karmic cycles. I'm definitely getting that. You may feel like you feel like you have already went through lessons and things come back around and it's the same thing over and over. You know how they say new levels, new devils? I agree with that, but sometimes it's the same devil. It leveled up with you. Okay? So it's not, I think when it comes to free yourself, it's more so of how can you change your perspective on when things come back around. That's what I'm picking up on for the collective. All right, but we're gonna get started. We're gonna start with the fire signs, of course. Shout out to all my Aries. Happy solar return. Happy birthday. All right. Let me know y'all signs here in the chat. We got Aries, of course, is fire sign. So Aries, Leo, and Sag. This is what's coming up. But let me know you all sign in the chat. And I'm continuing to get ready.
I'm heavenly, and my lyrics hit your spirit like a sedative. I'm heaven sent, it's just evident, so benevolent. I'm expelling all my skeletons and everything.
I was like, y'all gotta chat with me now before I'm just not about to start pulling right now. You gotta let me know so what I want to do next.
I've been patient, I've been waiting. I've been patient, y'all. I've been raising.
Okay, we got an Aries in the house. All right. All right, good. Let me know y'all signs, y'all.
I've been stacking, I've been saving, I've been healing, I've been praying, meditating, affirmations, I've been raising my vibration.
Also, let me know if y'all can hear me well. This is a new position when it comes to like the music and stuff, because the music is like right next to it. All right, we got Aries. I think I'm gonna do what should I do next? I think I'm gonna do the water signs next, because I think the Scorpio full moon will be after this. So let me know. Alright, so how I do the tarot, I'm going to pull, so it's going to be a general reading for the fire signs. Then I'm going to, for tarot. Then I'm going to pull an oracle card for each sign. Alright, so the tarot message is for all of the fire signs. This is Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, wherever you have these energies in your birth chart, that will be beneficial. We are all of the zodiac signs. All the zodiac signs live within us. Some may be more activated than others, yes. Okay? I haven't decided which tarot. I don't know, what do I have here? I have the traditional Rider Waite. The smoke. You talking about here? Incense. We got traditional Rider Waite. We got mermaid. I'm not feeling the mermaid today. And then we also got the divine tarot. Oh, this is the melanated, which is still Rider Waite. I think I'm gonna do the divine tarot if it's in here. I don't think it's just the box. Yeah, I promise I'm gonna get started. Yeah. Alright, I'm hearing the divine tarot. I know where it's at. I'm gonna go grab it real quick, y'all. We're gonna get started. Make sure y'all like, y'all subscribe. Okay. We're gonna do the divine tarot. Yeah. Let's see. You said you don't know what I'm talking about. You'll figure it out. Just stay a while. We're gonna cleanse the deck. Y'all take a few deep breaths with me. We're gonna get started with the fire signs reading. Let me have something to write on. Get these timestamps going. Okay, we're gonna reach. And All right, fire signs. This is for my Aries, my Leos, my Sag. All right, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We're gonna get into this tarot. We're gonna see your next chapter is starting now. This is the Aries new moon. This can be, if you're seeing this in the future, time is an illusion. So take what resonates. You know, take the messages as they come. Not every um, thing here may be for you. Remember, this is a general message. All right. So we're gonna get into it for my fire signs. Spirit ancestors, guys, what messages, what guidance do you have for my Aries, my Leos, my Sag? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. They need to know right now. This is in regards to career, finances, okay, and let's say, I'm gonna say love. We're gonna do love. We're gonna do love, relationships. Okay. All right, fire signs. So first, we're gonna start off with career-wise. So with career, I feel like what in your next chapter, being more social is going to be your best bet. Networking. You may be getting you're gonna have to speak more. You may be more the type of person that is observant, and maybe you can turn it on when you need to, but at the same time, this is a season where you're gonna be out more, conversing with people, getting to know people, mixing, mingling. That's going to help you in this next chapter when it comes to your career, because it's like it's not about what you know, it's who you know. Okay. So I would say, yeah, embrace it. Of course, everything in moderation, everything in balance. Okay. Collaboration energy is here. So, like, say if this could be a project that you're working on and you're teaming up with some people, that would be really good. If this, like, if you don't have a project and say this is like your career, like if you're in the corporate sense, is you getting in good, knowing your coworkers, not being, now this has a tendency, it can be a little messy, so make sure that you're doing it strategically. You're not oversharing. Keep your boundaries. Keep your boundaries. Okay. This next chapter too. When I talked about moderation, I'm thinking about the Three of Cups is like going out to drink, partying. Oh, so some people may. I'm hearing like mixing business and pleasure. Some people may be doing that. Hey, you may find somebody at the workplace. Find somebody while you're out, or you find you find somebody at an event. They may be into the same things that you're into. Y'all may work together on some things, but then there might be some attraction there. That's what I'm picking up on. Okay, so that's what we got for career. Now for your finances, this next chapter, we got the King of Coins. King of Coins, it's in reverse. All right. So with this is telling me this next chapter is going to maybe like force you to look at your finances, take a good look at them, actually um, think more long term. Maybe you've just been doing some quick fixes here and there, having to patch up things. Hey, we all been there. It's a part of life. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. All right, do what you got to do. But now maybe this next chapter, stability and security is being more, I would say more at ease, or more smoothing out. That's what I'm hearing. It's smoothing out. So now you're able to learn from those lessons, and implement things that you already know. You have it's more so like you have the knowledge, you know what you need to do. Is actually like putting in the work, putting in the action, or being more intentional when it comes to your finances. Okay. Some people may have like shopping addictions, and it doesn't have to be I know it might sound like extreme. It doesn't have to be extreme. It's like, you like to do some retail therapy every now and then. Like, that's okay. That's like, it's cool. But at the same time, making sure that before you even start ordering something on Amazon, you already put something in savings, right? Some people, they'll buy tickets to concerts before they pay their rent. Like, if you were that type of person, maybe you reevaluating that, okay? I was like, just there for me, baby. My bill's gonna be paid before I do anything else. Need that security baseline. Bill's gonna be paid. But hey, we all recovering from something. All right, Ashe, Ashe. All right. Now, when it comes to like love and relationships, we got the Eight of Coins. That's Eight of Pentacles. So, when it comes to relationships, I feel like one is these relationships are going to trigger a lot uh, from you in this chapter, and it's going to put you in a position where you're reflecting a lot. You're reflecting about what these relationships signify, what they mean, what are they exposing about you, how can you shift that perspective, how can you um, heal, make better choices, get the wisdom from it, get the lessons, okay? So that's one thing. And in these relationships, again, yes, love can be romantic, but this may be more so like, this could be, I'm hearing church hurt, so like community based, because of like all the flock together. And we also got, just piggybacking off this, the Three of Cups talked about coworkers working, like collaborating when it comes to um like career settings. So that's coming back around, even in relationships, because that's relational. So also recognizing that, I would say, when it comes to relationships, that they're experiencing this. You're experiencing that person, and it's also a reflection of like what needs to come up for you, for like what wounding or triggers to help you heal and to help you grow. So this season overall, this next chapter is going to be, I would say, a intense one. Like more, you may feel like more pressure, but it's also like, I'm hearing like releasing the valve, like releasing the pressure too. It's definitely not gonna be an easy ride, but if you keep it steady, keep the routines, keep being intentional, everything will open up beautifully. Okay. All right, we're gonna get into the oracle cards. It's like, oh, hey Tyson, I see you. Happy new moon. You are not. We just we're on fire signs. I think I'm doing water signs next, so that will be Cancer. Okay. All right, we're gonna pull from the zodiac moon reading card. That's what I wanted to get into. Guys, we're gonna start with Aries. This is a message for Aries. Happy birthday, y'all. We got Moon and Libra love. Okay, Aries. It says, bring peace to your life and relationships will flourish. Bring peace to your life and your relationships will flourish. I had just posted something on Threads saying that rage, pretty, I can't remember exactly what I said, but rage is pretty much an indicator that the situation no longer aligns. Stay in your ground and stay in your boundaries. So when it comes to bringing peace, peace sounds good, right? But sometimes you gotta fight for peace. All right, so that you may be in that space right now, Aries. All right, we're gonna get into Leo. Let's see, we got Moon in Virgo, contentment. The chance to boost health and vitality leads to satisfaction. All right, Leo, this is telling me that you're going to be really focused on like health and wellness, maybe your routines, getting things together. You're just really looking at an overall better quality of life. And that's a beautiful thing. And also, like, your energy is important. So you could be very protective of your energy at this time. All right, and then we're going to get into Sagittarius. Sagittarius, we got Sun in Libra. So we got 2 Libra cards on the board. Alright, this is harmony. Enjoy life with music, love, and romance. Sagittarius, this is up your alley. Just go have fun. Have fun. You may want to go to a bar, go to a dance club. I used to I used to take German in high school, so I heard a discotheque. I'm like, what? That's so funny. Like, yeah, go somewhere. Like, you may like the ballroom step. That's what I'm picking up on. Y'all may be going out on a date. Like, you could be really focused on dates and things like that. Some people may be making love music. It's like, yes, they said both. Could be making love and then making love music. Alright. Take it as you will, Sag. Alright, fire signs. I hope y'all enjoyed. Again, make sure y'all like, y'all comment, y'all subscribe. Drop down some fire emojis. And yeah, we're gonna get into the water signs next. Water signs. You said, okay, I see this is Linda. I ain't got my glasses on. This is Libra here. All right, Libra. We're going to the water signs next, and then we'll get into air. Where did those darn index cards go that quick? Okay, I found them. I don't know where the air sign card went. I think we're gonna do water. I know we got a Cancer in here. Anybody else? Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Cause see, I'm a Pisces moon. Pisces moon. Alright, we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna drink some water. Alright, spirit, ancestors, guides. All right, my water signs. This is for my Cancer, my Pisces, my Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. All right, wherever you have these placements. You can also be a cross watcher. All right. All right, we got another Cancer in the house. We got OG here. Yes. All right, all right. Just in time for the water signs. Love it. All right, we're going to get into it. So we're going to do not finances, career, finances, relationships. Okay? And the tarot is for all of you all, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And then we're going to pull oracle cards individually for you. Okay? You know, the next chapter starts now. We're going to see what's that going to entail. Okay? Lucy said, what's the tea? Come on, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Let's get into it. Spirit ancestors, guys, please give me the clearest messages for the water signs. Hi, it's good. Let's see. Let's dive in. I'm like, dive in. Water signs. I'm also hearing, dive in. Whoa. Y'all know Trey songs. This way is a alright, hey. Next chapter starts now. Y'all saying, yeah. We segued and talked about making love songs, and I thought about Trey songs too. So Trey songs could be significant. What is Trey songs? What's his sign? Let's see. I'm looking it up. It's significant. November 28th. So that's he's a Sag. He's a Sag. So y'all could be dealing with a Sag. Y'all, it's funny because the Sagittarius reading, Sagittarius got what was like harmony, and it's like music and love, and that's I said, you know, making love or making love music, and then the Trey songs come up again. So Sagittarius could be significant for y'all water signs, or just that energy. Okay, you want to explore more, have some fun. The collective message when I did the pre-shuffle was free yourself. So it's like you may have stayed in your lane, stayed in your box. Now it's like, hey, come on, explore, try new things. That's what this new chapter is calling you to do. But we're gonna dive in. Again, this is for career. We got the Hermit. All right, some of y'all could be going to school, getting certifications, like really studying up on a subject, or like up leveling your skills when it comes to your line of work or expertise. This is like also craftsmanship, diving into a craft. Um, yeah, some of y'all could be like using your hands a lot. For some reason, I'm seeing pottery. Some people could be into like doing stuff more creatively, learning a different skill. Um, when it comes to your career too, this is also tying into purpose. All right, turn it into purpose, life purpose too. Um, some of you all may be taking a leap in another direction. I'm looking at it's giving me a full. So you may be starting something new or thinking about pivoting in your career. This is what's maybe causing that hermit mode for you to go within. So things may feel like slow motion. Slow motion. But motion is motion. You don't build up momentum. All right. That's what I'm picking up for career. Now for finances, we got the Wheel of Fortune, but it's in reverse. Okay. You know what comes up must come down. So you may be in a period right now where finances aren't looking the best. Things may be looking a little shaky. It's like you may save up some money, and you save up your money for a rainy day, and God damn it, it's been raining for the days, for the nights, right? That's how it feels. So this next chapter is like, how can you? I'm here like find agility through the ups and the downs. And it's like, okay, if you're in a position where you're like, I'm here, like you down bad, like what can you learn so when things come back up, you're more protected. And you may realize that you're more protected than you think. It's funny because I just was talking to a friend, and I was sharing my experiences because last year was a doozy for me, like losing a job, and then like finding stuff here and there, just making things work, until I couldn't and had to pivot and do some other things. And they had asked, like, were you worried about like how to pay certain stuff, and when you realize you were protected still? I was like, yes, it was chaotic. I did, but I always was able to to pay to pay my bill. Always had shelter, always had this. So this may be something that you're experiencing right now. Like, yeah, you're going through ups and downs when it comes to your finances, and things can be shaky. But it's another thing that I brought up, like calming my nervous system. I know everybody's been on the wave of nervous system, but nervous system reset, that's all that I focused on last year. Of course, other things, but like mainly like when it comes to this sector, because it's like if you have to make movements, take action. How can you take action if your um, trauma responses freeze, or you get paralyzed with fear? You don't, you know, calming that nervous system so that way you still can keep going. That's going to help in this next chapter. Okay, that's what I'm picking up on. All right, and then for love, for relationships in general, we have Seven of Swords in reverse. Seven of Swords in reverse. I feel like you're having more discernment, and you're maybe like listening more to your discernment, and that way you're able to weed out people that are not in your best interest. Or if you have to make dealings with certain individuals, because a lot of these people, you can't just up and remove them out your life. You may work with these people, they may be a part of a community, they you may see them every now and again. It's like how can you like position them in a way that it doesn't even matter. I know a lot of people have been talking about NPCs lately, non-playable characters. Like, yeah, they may have had a position before, but now you just moved them to an NPC. All right, and let them play their role. All right. Another thing here when it comes to like connections, it's more genuine connections are coming in, and that's because you've done the discernment of who who is able to have access to you and who isn't. It's because you're protecting yourself more. You're learning. um you can't trust everyone, because someone will always come. Everyone wears a mask. Let's be for real. But some people's masks are truly very charming, are very convincing. All right, and you're learning that more and more. So when it comes to connections too, also like I would say time. That's one thing that we've talked about on the glowing grounds, like time under tension. So you may be slowing things down, really getting to know people before letting them in. Maybe you were very just very open, very free, free spirited. Now you're learning. Okay. So this next chapter, yes, is definitely bringing more genuine people, and you'll be able to spot the I'm like the phonies, the phonies, way quicker, way quicker. So I love that for you. All right. Let's see. Let's read your comments here. Tyson, you playing with me? Tyson said pottery, crazy. For real, earlier I sculpted clay. Wow. Okay. See, I love how spirit moves. I don't know what they're talking about. Oh, you said I found that I could trust no one, including family and friends. I I was like, yeah, I feel that because I was like, when it comes to, you have your experiences with your family and things like that, but it's like now that you're learning that, it's like, what, how much access do they have to you? You may just need to distance yourself, set more, more boundaries, or again, if you have to interact with them, it's baseline. It's baseline. A clay dog? That's cool. Wow. Took you years to see it? Yeah. It's the compassion. And you want to know something? I'm glad this is coming up. Thank you, William. Um, in the glowing grounds, y'all, the water signs, y'all must really need to hear this. In the glowing grounds, the card we pulled was the heart and the tear. And something happened to me where long story short, something happened to me where I had to set a boundary right then and there because I didn't feel safe in the moment. And I was like, how come I was able to say no verbally, get out of this situation and feel safe, but when it comes to somebody that I know it's not the best, and maybe I should distance myself. Why does it take me so long? And it was more so it's because the attachment, or you have some skin in the game with this person, you got history, you know it's love there, it's empathy. So that's where you're able to bend and forgive and have compassion, and we're supposed to have that, right? But when someone has certain patterns and traits, it's like, okay, we've tried. If you come back around, some time has came. Okay, cool. Maybe can talk, catch up. Not too much, but it's just like releasing that the position again of how they recentering yourself. Maybe they had too much space in mind, took up too much space of your life. If I should say it like that. Okay, we're gonna get into the oracle messages for the water signs. Y'all drop me some waves. I see Tyson put some down. Put some waves. All right, this is for Cancer. It's one card. All right, we got the moon in Virgo. Who had that? Leo. So Leo, you may have Leo in your chart as well. Could be dealing with a Leo. All right, it says the chance to boost health and vitality leads to satisfaction. We got contentment. You all could really be focusing on, again, your health and fitness, your wellness, really taking that seriously, and also realizing how that is a direct effect to your abundance. Okay, let's see if there's anything else that I'm picking up from this. I'm hearing like you'll reap what you sow. That's definitely Virgo's energy. That's like the harvest. So whatever seeds that you're planting at this time, Cancer, um, tend to it. This is, it will grow in due time, and you'll be able to reap all the benefits of it. All right, beautiful. We're gonna get into Scorpio. All right, we got Sun in Aquarius, opportunity, readiness for change. If you ask me, I'm ready. All right, you ready? You ready, spaghetti? Like all these songs coming in my head. All right, so definitely some things are going to be shifting in your life that you probably haven't even thought of. Scorpio. When it comes to like your community or how you show up in your community or your social group or how you present yourself to the world, you know, people, this could definitely be like glow up energy, new shift, new, you know, new me, just elevation. And you could land some type of deal or gig opportunity, right? Readiness for change. This is also maybe marketing yourself in a different way. I'm definitely getting that, marketing yourself in a different way, positioning yourself. This is multiple streams of income, Scorpio. I'm like, do you receive it? Do you perceive it? All right. Let's. I was like, I do. I was like, I got a Capricorn stellium in the eighth house. That's scorpionic energy. I'm taking it. Look, I receive it. All right. We're going to get into Pisces next. I'm funny. All right. We got Moon in Cancer, belonging. A sensitive, introspective phase. It was just like, yeah. Wow. Janelle Monet float and like got the belonging. It's like your confidence is leveling up. Your you have that sense of literally belonging, like you feel secure in your place in the world or how you want to show up in the world. You're finding your home, you're finding your community soul tribe, and that's simply because you're more confident in being yourself. You're anchored, you're secure within self. Head down and I walk, now I float. Float on and I float on and I float. Alright. I love that. I don't walk, I don't dance, I just float, 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 float. I love that for you, Pisces. That's it. It says a sensitive, introspective phase. I feel like this is sensitive because it's exposing. It's still, even though you're confident and secure within yourself, um, it can be exposing. So this could reveal a lot of how people view you, or um, now that you've leveled up, maybe now people view you as a threat. All right. And it's like you releasing that. That's where, going back to like the Seven of Swords in reverse, how you're able to use your discernment now, or you're listening to your discernment and acting on it sooner rather than later. Okay. All right, water signs. I was like, we said dive in, and then we got all in it. All in it. I love it. Alright, I release y'all again. Make sure y'all like, y'all comment, y'all subscribe, y'all comment some ways, water signs. Let me know how y'all feeling. And yeah. I think we said we're gonna do air signs next. Let me see it. We're like, came back from the future to take all y'all niggas and take all y'all hoes. Oh, you see, you love my voice. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. All right, good. We're gonna get into the air signs next, y'all. Give me a minute. I'm gonna light. I was like, I got to get ready to go. But I'm glad that I came on here. We still got air signs, and then we also got earth signs. I want to say time warp. I'm like, because I'm going out with my friend. So, I'm like, they just getting off, and it's going to take them a while. So, we good. We got air signs next, but y'all, I don't know where the air signs card is. Okay, there it is. Alright. To the moments that we made. Okay, y'all, if y'all are a Gemini, a Libra, or Aquarius, hold on. Let me write this down. All right, air signs. This is for you. This is for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. All right. North Node. I feel like that's always significant. All right. We're going to get into it. Your next chapter starts now. Let's see what it's going to entail for your career, your finances, and for your relationships, okay? Spirit, ancestors, guys, please give me the clearest messages for the air signs. Highest good. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm going to pull tarot. That's going to be for the air signs. And then the oracle messages are going to be for you all individually. Okay? So when it comes to your career, air signs, you could have been met with a lot of disappointment. Like you may have put your all into your career, like put your best foot forward, and it just didn't or hasn't panned out the way that you would have thought or would have hoped for. And you may have taken a few losses, and to the point where it's just like you may have almost threw in the towel. Let's be for real. Let's be for real. But in this next chapter, things are coming back around. You're realizing that the resources that you have, and how valuable you are, and how creative you can be. I'm hearing transmutation, transmutation, transmutation. Turning your pain into power. Turning your pain into profit. You are a healer. I'm also hearing like you are a source. You are a source of light. Do you know how many, like how easy it is to go through, well, just to go through life period and just give up or throw in the towel? It will be easier to do that, but you're choosing in this next chapter to still rise to the occasion. Now it may not be as dun 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 dun, really just moving to action. I really do feel like this is slower. This is intentional. It's just gonna flow. And I know a lot of times when we say flow, it's just like, oh, I'm not taking it serious. Like, no, it's intentional because you're going to devote yourself to it. Or at least this is what it's calling you to do. Okay? So I'll leave that there for when it comes to your career. Let me get a drink of water again. 1 second. Yeah, it's over here. Oh, I see y'all coming. Y'all see. All right, we're gonna get into this is finances. Finances. We got the Eight of Swords. All right, this next chapter is calling you to break free from the constraints that you're putting on yourself. You may it it's calling you to think outside the box, or to maybe expand your mind or expand your knowledge on finances. All right, because something is blocking you and holding you back, and it's more so of you maybe in your own way. I'm like trying to see. I'm hearing like vanity, because it's like, why is it? Maybe like some habits that you have maybe were beneficial in the past and no longer. And it's like, yeah, it kept you safe in the moment. It did what it needed to do, when it comes to your finances or how you've been moving when it comes to your finances. Now, to get to the next level, you're going to this is moving. Okay, some of y'all could be wanting to move, wanting to get a home. Like right now, it's given like the person's in a cave, and then out here it's the mansions, it's the homes, it's the cul-de-sac, right? Um, for some reason, I also heard exile. Some of y'all could feel like y'all don't have any support when it comes to your finances, or you may put yourself out there, but um, on the outside looking in, people think like, oh, everything's good, everything's provided for, but it's just like, no, it's not. It's not rendering the results that you wanted. Again, going back to how the Five of Cups was when it came to like career. So that means you have to do some things a little differently. You have to move a little differently. And this could be like fear or imposter syndrome. This is what's blocking finances. So this is going to be revealed in this next chapter. Is this going to be an easy process? No, I'm not even going to sugarcoat that. It's not. You'll definitely have to do some like I guess I'm hearing soul searching, but it's also like subconscious rewiring, reprogramming. So you may want to like listen to some frequency music, subliminals, uh, hypnosis tracks if y'all into that. I think like the happy medium would be like a subliminal track. Uh, they usually list the affirmations that they have on there. That would be helpful. Another thing is just saying your affirmations, doing mirror work, doing glamour magic. When I say glamour magic, it's literally like doing the little habits. I said little, and little doesn't have to be, or micro habits every day to get you to where you want to go. You'll look up one day and you're like, oh my gosh, how did this happen? Well, you've been putting in the work day in and day out. Make it a ritual. Make it a part of your life. Okay, that's what's coming up. Now, when it comes to relationships, we have the World card in reverse. The World card in reverse. Now, when it comes to relationships, things you may feel like everything's turning upside down. You may feel like some people in your life, they did a complete 180, and that's showing it's like, no, their mask just fell off. They're showing their true colors now, type thing. This could be when it comes to relationships. You may have a tendency to get off center, to lose yourself in connections, to to I guess penalize other people, or do everything in your power to make things work. But it's like you're realizing in this next chapter that you can't reposition yourself anymore. This is like you becoming the center of your world. You're remembering you're the main character. All right. And that you have to take care of self first before you tend to the connections. Or if you find someone that does a 180 on you, or isn't like considerate, or um, tries to devalue you, it's like when it's time to leave, because this isn't a part of the program, right? This isn't what you signed up for. It have the strength to see it through. Okay. All right, that's what I'm picking up. This is for career, it was finances, and then relationships. All right, we're going to get into you all's oracle message. This is going to be individually. So we're going to start off with Gemini first. All right, Gemini, you got eclipse in Gemini, negotiation, rise to challenges as new paths open. Okay, we kind of talked about that with the Five of Cups in reverse. It's like, yeah, things may not have gone your way, but it's like, how can you pivot, rise to the challenges as new paths open up? Things are opening up. We got negotiation, so you may this is partnerships. You know, Gemini, you rule the Lovers card, connections, communication, right? So this is coming up to where you may have been more timid when it comes to really voicing or challenging something. You may have been the, again, type of go with the flow type of energy, but when I said go with the flow, it's you flowing into the task, like releasing pressure. This, when I'm talking about go with the flow now, is like being tolerated. You're no longer tolerating certain things, so you're speaking up more. I love that. All right, next is Libra. All right, we got Sun and Sagittarius, adventure. It says stride out into new territory. Didn't we talk about that? It's like change your perspectives. We're meeting the Eight of Swords. It's like getting out of your own way. Explore. Trust that you have all what you need. Trust that you've prepared for this. You've thought about it over and over. I seen it was one fellow chick on here I follow, Brittany Drake. Shout out to Brittany Drake. She said all these deep thinkers, not enough action, not enough motion. I was like, ooh, or not enough execution. I think she said. She's a Sagittarius. Wow, wow, yes. Okay, come through, Brittany. And Brittany, like, that's one thing. She in our area, she has the black art market. She made a Black Girl Times coloring book, and like she's an executor, and she follows through. So that's the energy that's being called today. This is for Libra especially. Okay. Okay, all right, come through. I love that. All right, we're gonna get into Aquarius. All right, we got Sun and Libra harmony. Enjoy life with music, love, and romance. Who had this? I'm like, was it it wasn't Pisces. Pisces had something else. I think it was Sagittarius. I can't remember. It sounds like I think it was Sag, but anyway, we got this. We got the Sun and Libra for you, Aquarius. Okay, going out having fun, listening to music. Some of y'all could be making music. Some of y'all could be being very intentional dating. Being more selective. That's here. Realizing what aligns, maybe reevaluating what do you want. How do you want relationships, or if you just want to be look free spirited. That's what's coming up. I was like, it's like they're partnerships. And this is, again, even though this is romance, it's like, again, partnerships, connections. What's harmonious? What has an equal give and take when it comes to these connections? Again, we said that there could be things that People may do 180s on you. If it don't align no more, you cutting ties. If it doesn't bring harmony, if it doesn't bring love, it doesn't bring peace, joy, you're removing it. So I love that. I love it for y'all. Alrighty, air signs. On she wrote, make sure y'all like, y'all comment, y'all subscribe, y'all drop down the lady blowing, the wind. Alright. For the air signs. Alright, we're gonna get into earth signs. Okay, who's next? Last but not least. This y'all moment, earth signs. It's like, what you gonna do? You gonna show out? What you doing? Spirit said it's your time. I love that. Alright, we're gonna get started. Let me write down the timestamp. All right, earth signs, this is if you're a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. All right, we're going to get into it. We're going to see what's coming up in this next chapter because it's starting now. All right, we're going to tap into your career, your finances, and your relationships, okay? So the tarot will be for the earth signs in general, and then I'm going to pull oracle cards individually for you all. All right, so take a few deep breaths with me. Spirit, ancestors, guys, please give me the clearest messages for earth signs, highest good. What they need to know right now in this next chapter. This is for career. This is for finances. This is for relationships. Okay. All right, earth signs. So for career, I love to see it. I love to see it. We got the Wheel of Fortune. Things are turning in your favor. All right, this is all your hard work is paying off. Everything is aligning. Things can be things that once felt blocked are opening up. Okay, it's just like hooray! Like I'm also hearing like root chakra. Like you're more like rooted. A lot of security is coming in. You could have your hands in many different avenues or opportunities are opening up for you. You're very creative, and you're able to blend and adapt in different environments, and that's why everything is opening up so well. I would say the only thing is making sure that you're staying grounded. Again, that's what the root chakra. Yes, is security, but also grounded through it. If you have your hands in so many different things, it's like because burnout energy could be here, or you may have a tendency of that. So keeping the pace, keeping not overextending, not over giving, oversharing, making sure you're tending to yourself first. That's a big message there. All right. So when it comes to this is finances, we got the Eight of Coins. Eight of Pentacles is in reverse. It won't work. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. All right, so you may have felt like your finances have been under attack, like spiritual attack, or like just you've been getting hit after hit after hit when it comes to your finances. But things that things may have come up, and it's like you dodged the bullet, or you thought that you wouldn't be able to, collect the money for a certain thing, or you're realizing how it's like a ripple effect. Like maybe something happened to where um you put it off for so long, and it was a snowball effect, and it you ended up having to pay more than what you thought, or because you paid this late, you now have this fee here, and that messes up this over here, and some things are revoked. It was just a lot going on, right? This we saying it starts now. So when it comes to your finances, this may be what you're gonna experience in this next chapter. Now, when I said career, things are opening up. The opportunities are here. And I said making sure that you are rooted and grounded. So that could be a thing, because you could be ripping and running and doing a whole bunch of different stuff, and you got late fees, you didn't pay this, so your license get revoked, you doing too much. Making a plan, having more structure in this is gonna help. Okay, saving a little bit out of one check, saving some from another, but having a savings, giving, doing what you being more intentional when it comes to long term, so you don't always find yourself um like trying to make things move, make things shake, trying to like gather some stuff together, last minute stuff. All right, some of y'all can handle the pressure, and y'all may do y'all best work when it in pressure, but I think this season is going to show you, like, I could use this energy for something else. I can use this energy to get more money, not having to owe more. You know. So yes, keep that in mind. And then when it comes to relationships, y'all, we got the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords. So when it comes to relationships, it's funny because I like the image on this. You're not letting the bullshit bother you anymore. You realize that people are gonna project. You're realizing that people may have their own motives, or they're maybe jealous, or like things like that. You're no longer gonna deal with the fuckery. That's what I'm hearing. No longer. Um, you're very open to conflict resolution. I feel like you all are going to be telling people about themselves a lot. You no longer holding back. Some people need to hear how they maybe affected you, or maybe they need to have some type of intervention. You may need to have an intervention with someone, and you're saying it so calmly. That's when you know it's real. I feel like you really, or this is something that's happening in this next chapter. You're learning how to effectively, uh, conflict resolution, or speak your mind, but you're coming in peace. And yes, it still may trigger someone, because you can say it however as digestible as possible. If someone's going to get offended, they're going to get offended. You can't really do too much, but the point is, you're no longer suffering in silence. You're no longer keeping your silence to mask peace. And I love that for y'all, earth signs. I really do. I really do. This is also not letting other people's views of you block you from elevating. I'm hearing like shame. You're bringing shame to the family. But this is what you're called to do. So some of y'all, family, they maybe not approve of what you're doing or things like that. If hey, you gotta live your life. All right, of course that is within reason. As long as you ain't going off the rocker, doing no crazy stuff. I ain't condoning that. Spirit ain't condoning that. I feel like I had to say that. I don't know why. I'm like, somebody in here. Somebody in here. This ain't a free for all to go reckless. All right. If it's helping you elevate, if it's bringing you peace of mind, if it's doing this is giving some, like, as simple as you may be into the spirituality stuff. You may be tapping into this more, and some of your family members don't agree with it, or this could be conflict within romantic relationships too. I was like, if that's the case, that needs to be evaluated. If you ascend without them, you can have your views. I can have mine. Can we just live in peace and harmony? That's what the vibe is. All right, we're gonna get into the oracle messages. All right, y'all. This individual. So we're gonna start off with Taurus. All right, we got eclipse in Taurus. Okay, reevaluation, a change of heart. All righty. Somebody, it's just so funny. Somebody just put in the chat, nope, done with the past. Then we got reevaluation, change of heart. Okay, not saying that you're gonna go to the past. This is Lorna. Not saying you're gonna go to the past. But this could be Taurus has to do with like value and like your self-worth, your self-esteem. Um this could be also has to do with like your career and stuff too. Reevaluation, how you're showing up. Maybe your passion for something has changed, or Taurus has to do. I'm also getting like beauty. I don't know why I'm getting beauty because it's Venus energy. A change of heart, realizing how you may want to change up. What am I picking up on? This is like I don't say like an identity shift too, because it's like maybe change, reevaluating how you want to show up in connections, a change of heart. But yes, we talked about voicing your opinions and voicing your views, but also like how you're loving on yourself. How are you devoting time to yourself? So you may be reevaluating how you're showing up in other connections and realizing how your energy may be scattered. Okay. All right. We're gonna get to Virgo. Look, okay. We got Sun in Virgo. Endeavor. Okay. Taurus for Taurus, Virgo for Virgo. Y'all are deeply in your individual sign's energy. I love it. It says you will reap what you sow. Okay. So it's like it, if you know that Virgo, it's like getting more intentional. This is telling you lock in this next chapter. What do you want to manifest? What do you want to cultivate in this life? What do you want to bring towards you, attract? You will reap what you sow. Yes, you got to put in the work, but how can you make it sustainable? Okay, so you continue to show up day in, day out. That's gonna get you to the next level. All right. All right. We're gonna get into Capricorn. All right, we got Moon in Aquarius, Capricorn and Aquarius are ruled by Saturn. So still in your energy. It says free spirit. Free spirit. Your inner wild child awakens. All right, free spirit. You're letting go. You're releasing. You're you're being authentically you. You're letting your. It says yes. Your inner wild child awakens. I really feel like that's more like shadow too, like your shadow self. You're coming out to play. You're showing more of who you are to the world, and you're dancing to the beat of your own drum and not giving a fuck. You're doing things for you. You're free, being free. Remember, the collective message was free yourself. The collective message was free yourself. So it's just like you're really, that lines up with the Nine of Swords here. How I said you're just not letting other people's views or projections of you stop what you're doing. You're elevating. You're ascending. They got a problem. They can hate from the nosebleeds. Okay. All right. This is also saying like tap in like creatively. Um. Yeah. Tap in creatively. You may want to explore different avenues, or take take classes, or just do things for fun. But like this is also, I'm getting hobbies. You may want to pick up some new hobbies. Free spirit is also, this could also be in the kink sense too. That's coming up. I wasn't gonna say nothing, but I'm like, yeah, kink sense. Y'all may get more into that. That's one thing I've been watching, like spicy readings a lot. I'm into a lot of that. And what's her name? Portal of Alignment. I love her. I've been listening to her like back to back lately. I've really been liking her channel. So check out Portal of Alignment. But yeah, um let showing that side of you more, like being, not being so closed off or private, like just let it all hang out within reason, of course, within reason. Okay. All right. All right. That's all she wrote, Earth signs. Make sure y'all like, y'all comment, y'all subscribe. All right. Drop, what I like? The, I drop a tree. Drop a tree. I know the other one is challenging to describe for Earth signs. Drop a tree. All right. All right, y'all. That is it. That is all. I hope that y'all enjoyed. Hold on. I need to come on here and do some live readings, like personal readings. I know that was something I've been talking about these past few weeks. I know we had recently had the Mercury retrograde. So that y'all gonna catch me on here, especially now that I've put on this this setup. This is easier for me to come on and just vibe. So I will do so. But again, sending y'all so much love. I'ma make sure this is public right now. I'm gonna head out, go hang out with my friend. It's Friday, y'all. Venus Day. Again, happy new moon, Aries new moon at that. Really get intentional. Really. In this sense, it's like at this point, if you are in a season where you're trying to get to the next level, aren't we all though? We all have goals, right? It's like if you write them down, everything will align, and you have to make the plan of action. All right. So I was like, I gotta go, but I'll talk to y'all in the next one. All right. Much love. Bye.